the organizers of Lion Club, the members of Lion Club, and the seekers of truth who are lions and otherwise. The name lion has come to us since long. In this country, lion has been respected as the king of the forest. And this king of the forest is the one who has that dignity, that sense of authority and benevolence which is expected of a king like a lion. I am very fortunate that you have given me this chance to talk to so many lions today, and I am extremely grateful to all the organizers that they have found time for me. I have been following the working of Lion Club, though I have not been a member of any club like that, to find out what are the principles on which this club has been formed. As it is human nature to club together. Clubbing together comes to us from the unconscious force of which we are not aware. There is an unconscious force which tries to make us form groups, to form certain collective organizations which work out for the good of the collective. So, a person like you, who was a disciple of Freud to begin with, and who revolted against him later on, said that there is a universal unconscious within us. And the universal unconscious he tried to prove with the help of dreams. He found out that in the dreams we get symbols which are of universal nature. And these dreams, when they are depicted, it is found out that they have the same message, whether you dream it in Japan or in America or in India. So there is some sort of an area within us which is unconscious, means it is not in our conscious mind, in our central nervous system, which guides us as to what is wrong and what is right. So we can say, in a way, that Jung has created that stage for us. Now, this country of ours, this great Yoga Bhumi of ours, has been working it out since long to find out about the inner side of human being. The reason I think is this, that in the West, the life, every day-to-day life, is really very difficult. For example, if you have to go out of the house in London, you have to get ready 15 minutes ahead. You have to wear your shoes, you have to wear your socks, you have to wear at least one sweater and a coat and something to cover your head. And then you have to rush into your car or whatever you have to do, it has to be done very carefully. All the time you feel that the climate around is just trying to overpower. While in this country of ours, the life is much easier. The atmosphere is much easier. You can walk about without much clothing. You can live under a tree also with great satisfaction. There is no problem of the weather. We first did not understand when the English started saying good morning, good evening, what it means. But now in London, when I went there, I realized it has a big meaning. So for us, it was such a blessing that we had an atmosphere which we did not have to fight. So then people had time to find out about the inner side of life. To find out the inner side of life, they went into the, we can say, into forests or onto Himalayas or onto these places of seclusion, where they could devote some time to find out what is within us. Now, this is the knowledge of the roots. While in the West, all the knowledge of science and all the knowledge about outside is about the shoot. When the shoot is obviously there, we can see it so clearly, it's apparently existing, it's very easy to deal with the shoot. And so it is very easy to believe that the shoot is there and it is growing and it has a function, it has a different, we can say, different forms. In the same way, about science, we can say that whatever we see, whatever we find out, is there. But science cannot explain many things. First of all, it cannot explain universal law. It cannot explain. It does not believe it. Science has decided not to believe in certain things which they cannot explain. But there is universal law. Out of this universal unconscious law, only we create these clubs. Even United Nations also has come out of that force which is unconscious, that we have created these things to be benevolent to others. Now this unconscious force is within us. Actually, God is love and love is God. But our idea of love is very limited because we are limited. We have not reached that state of unlimited. Our mind is limited, we think in a limited way. So for us, we love our children, we love our family, we love our parents, or we love our country. Like that, it goes on expanding. But it is not a limited thing. So what is that love which is really universal? We should try to find out. This love is the one, is the power which is called as the Holy Ghost. It's called as the Adi Shakti, or they say is Ruh. In Quran, it's called as Ruh. This power is all-pervading power. It's called as Chaitanya and is described as Saundarya Lahari by Adi Shankaracharya. Everybody has described it, whether it is Lao Tse or it is, we can say, Zen system, or any system which has still survived, has described this as the Brahma, or we can call the power of God, which is all-pervading. But as human beings, we cannot feel it. We may feel the force of it. We may work because of it. Like Plant Club is one of the, we can say, the sprouting of that love. But this love, which is active, which is manifesting, we cannot feel it. Now where does it manifest? It manifests everywhere. Like a flower becomes a fruit. How does it become? Nobody can say, no scientist can say. If you have to, say, sprout a seed, you have to put it in the Mother Earth. So the Mother Earth has that love by which it sprouts. It's a living force. And the living force is not understood unless and until we become one with that universal force, which is all-pervading. This is all around us, but it's a make-believe. People talk about it, you have to become, you have to be reborn, you have to become self-realized, you have to know God. But it's all talk, 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 talk. And so far, it has not worked out on a mass basis. Only few people got it. They were called as saints, peers, they were as Christ and other great people came on this earth. And today is a great day of the birth of Christ. I would say it was Christ who brought this message to us that you are to be born again. He himself in his resurrection has shown that something has to happen to us. Even Muhammad Sahib has said that when there will be the time of resurrections, your hands will speak. Clearly he said. But what it means, nobody has tried to find out. We go on singing the praise, we go on saying this thing like Kahe re banakho janajai sada nivasi sada alepa to he sanga samai. Then where is it? Why don't we find it out? So to find it out, to know about it, there has been no curiosity. Just like scientists, we have said, all right, we'll sing the song, we'll do the bhajans, finished. But all these great saints came on this earth with one purpose, to begin with, that they should give a balance to human beings. And this balancing force is within us. Again, we call it as dharma, we may call it by any name, but it is the sustenance, or you can say it is the valency of human beings. As you know that in the matter there are valencies up to 8 only. Carbon has valency of 4, and from carbon the human, we can say the living being started, and we have come out of that carbon. That beginning started with carbon from 4 valencies. Now it has reached to 10 valencies when we are human beings. Now if something is missing in these 10 valencies, we get imbalanced. And we then form some sort of a compound with a negative or a positive force, and we become little abnormal human beings. We are no more normal people. For example, we can say that we had people who were very ambitious. So ambitious they became that they lost certain balance within themselves. When they lost that balance, they could be charmed by people like Hitler. And when Hitler combined with them that funny type of idea that their race was a very special one and they have a right to kill all other races, a combination of a very satanic idea started building up with human beings. And then human beings became so satanic that they can't believe it. And even now they say that it was a political mistake. I do not say it's a political mistake, it was an imbalance. So we call this in SahajaYoga the imbalance of the right side. And there could be the imbalance of the left side, where people are too emotional and start becoming, suppressed by others. They take suppressions from others and become slavish. That kind of another left-sided behavior could be there also in human beings. So this religion was given to us by these prophets just to give us strength to have our valencies, to have our sustenance, to be in complete balance. But then a question can be asked, why balance? For what? Even why balance? Why to have a balanced life? What is the need to have this balance, and all your life you struggle to have balance for nothing at all? It's not so. Now you have seen that in our lifetime, we have seen people are shooting off to moon. And when they are shooting off to moon, somebody must be going to the spirit also. Because if there's the growth of the shoot, if you understand that, then the question why self-realization will be solved. Sahaja, Saha means with, Ja means born. It's spontaneous, it's with you. As your nose is with you, as eyes, everything we take for granted. We have the spontaneous method of uniting with God Almighty, or this divine power, built in within us, which is a living force, which is lying within us. Now this force is the Kundalini, is a force lying in the triangular bone, and it resides there. Sometimes in the course of SahajaYoga practices, you can see the pulsation in people where there's a problem of its ascent or where there is a blockage. You can see this Kundalini just behaving like a heart and pulsating, and with a stethoscope you can feel one by one on the centers the way it stops. You can even feel it here on the head, on this fontanelle bone area, which we call as talu in Sanskrit language, a kind of a throbbing in the beginning, and then the throbbing disappears. And then you start feeling a kind of a cool breeze from your hand. Now this happening is a living habit. You can't do it. You can jump, you can dance, all sorts of things these gurus teach you, all that you believe in, but that you can do. Everything can be done. But for this, that you feel the cool breeze coming out of your head. Like Kabir Dasa has clearly said, Shunya shikhara par anahada baji. Now, these people were not false people. They were not trying to cheat us. Why did they say this? So we should try to see also what is behind this knowledge. We should not be only satisfied with the Western knowledge. That is one of the things our intellectuals and educated people are doing, because we have had nothing but this Western knowledge so far. We must turn back and see what do we have. We are in trust of this great knowledge that is in our country, which is now in the hands of some very bad people, we can say, vested interest people who are trying to use it for wrong purpose. Of course, Kundalini rising cannot be used for wrong purpose, because you cannot make the Kundalini rise unless and until you are the right type of a person. But people who know about it can talk about it, try to do some sort of a nasty thing, try to harm you, and call themselves to be great sadhus and saints. But actually, every one of you has a power to become the spirit. Every one of you, as long as you are a human being, it can happen. Once you become the spirit, you are amazed that this starts flowing through. Then the universal love, real universal love starts flowing through. Now, as you must have heard that I have cured some people, they will tell you. But actually I have not done anything like that. I have not cured anyone, I have cured myself. Because who is the other? Because I feel them within myself. If I cure myself, if I feel the pain in this finger and I cure my finger, then I am curing myself. But that finger is actually suggesting to me that this gentleman has this problem, but to me he is not the other. So in universal love, you do not think it mentally. It's not a mental projection, oh, he is very poor, you must help, oh, he is very much suffering, you must do something about it. It just flows. It just works. It's not mental, it's beyond mental. It's what you call unlimited love. It just flows and works out. You don't have to think about it, oh, I must help this man. Actually, this might build up your ego. And most of the social workers, are terribly ego-oriented. Terribly ego-oriented, you have to keep away from them, because they can be so ego-oriented. I've seen one lady, I should name her, but she's got a very big position in social work. But I've seen her jumping with temper from here to there and there to there. For a little thing like that, I was amazed. How can this lady be given some sort of a prize for peace and things when she's so hot-tempered? There's no love in her. This is such a hot-tempered lady. And she is just building up her ego, and she is trying to do some sort of a work which she thinks is helping people. We must understand that this power resides within us. Only thing, we should try to exploit it. We should try to work it out. That this power of our spirit should work. We don't have to argue with anyone. We don't have to say anything about it. It just works. Even little children, if they are realized souls, you put them together, tie them up, and ask them, now, what is the problem with this person who is facing? Immediately they'll raise a finger and tell you this is the problem. And everybody will say that this problem means this. And if you ask the person, do you have this problem? Yes, he said, I have, but how do these children know? They are not doctors. So the children are the persons who will diagnose it. They are the ones who will cure it. And they are the ones who are enjoying it. So it's a different realm about which I am telling you. It sounds very fantastic, sounds very funny, and many people have told me that how is it in such a short time it has to happen. Now the blossom time has come. There used to be only 1 or 2 flowers in olden days. For example, at the time of Janaka, we had one fellow called Nachiketa who went to Janaka, and he said, you give me self-realization. He said, if you want to take my whole kingdom, but don't ask for self-realization. But ultimately he gave him one person. Now today the time of blossom has come. The blossom time has come. Krishna did his krishi, means he sowed the seeds. Christ did his job. He put this awareness of resurrection within us. Now the time has come for us to reap the fruits of all these incarnations and these saints and all these people who have worked it out. The blossom time when the flowers become the fruits without much difficulty. It's very simple, especially if you are simple people, if you are in balance. If you are a little imbalanced, the Kundalini puts you into balances and you get it. As a result of that, as a result of this happening, you get first your physical fitness. As a result of that. Now for doctors, it is very easy to understand if I tell them that you become the master of parasympathetic. Now how? They will ask, how do you become master of parasympathetic? Because doctors don't know much about parasympathetic nervous system. But you talk about autonomous nervous system. Now I say, who is this auto? Supposing you become the auto. A simple example could be that we have an accelerator within us and we have got a brake. Now we are learning how to run this machine of ours, or with this car of ours. First we make mistakes, we go this side, we make another mistake, we go the other side. Then we become drivers. In the sense, we know automatically, without thinking we work it out. But then we become the master of the driver. So we see the driver within us and we see those two things and we enjoy it. That state, when it comes to us, then we are not to bother. Physical happiness comes to us without much difficulty. Now how cancer can be cured is very simple. If you want, I would like to tell you. If you don't think it is going to take too much time, it's very simple how to cure cancer. Now within us, there are seven basic chakras. They are subtle centers. And they express outside. I mean, you need not believe. It's a hypothesis for you. It doesn't matter. But if it is proved, then you have to believe. As scientists, you must keep your minds open to receive this hypothesis. And if I prove it to you, then you have to believe. Now, these subtle centers manifest outside all the plexuses we know about. These seven centers, these subtle centers are called as chakras, and they reside within us in the medulla oblongata, in the brain, and in the limbic area. Now, if you know how to handle them or reach them by any chance, you can work it out from the roots. Now, why cancer is caused? Nobody knows how cancer is caused. But I saw a very interesting feature by some doctors, which the BBC showed a very nice feature film they showed lots of things in that about cancer also, that they have found out that within us there is an area built in which is built since our creation. We call it collective subconscious. We, the surgeons, we call it as collective subconscious. And from this area, there is an attack on the being by some proteins which the doctors call it as protein 52, protein 58. See, they have no name, so they call it by protein this and that. Now, this triggers cancer. And we say that these are dead spirits which are dead. Virus, according to us, is the attack of all kinds of vegetables which have gone out of the circulation of evolution. If they attack, then the virus is caused. But virus comes and goes away. It may leave its effects on us. When there is an attack of the dead spirits, as we call them, of these proteins, we may call them protein 52, protein 58. You see, if you call by those names, nobody is shocked. But if I say these are dead spirits, people are shocked. So, it triggers cancer. By some chance, if we can get rid of those attackers and put the system into proper shape, we can manage cancer all right. So first the attackers are to be removed. Secondly, what happens that, supposing this is the left side sympathetic and the right side sympathetic, and these sympathetic nervous systems are in the center, as you can call it, this is the vertebra, in the center is the central line, what we call as the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, when there's too much of pressure on these sides, because of overactivity of the sympathetic nervous system due to emergencies, then the breakage takes place between these centers. And this being connected with the whole, the connection with the whole is lost and you become on your own. So a person becomes on his own. What's wrong? There are many people who say, what's wrong? Let us get out of the society, do what we like, be abnormal, what's wrong? But actually you become malignant. And such a person touches another person, he also becomes malignant. Then the third person becomes malignant. You see, you can say like people who have no idea of the whole, they start behaving on their own. In the same way the cells become. And when they become malignant, they start attacking other cells also become malignant. But the triggering comes again from the left side, as said by protein 52 and protein 58. So by any chance, if we can remove the ones who are triggering it, and also we can put these back and give energy, sufficient energy for them to act together, they are again put with the whole and the system starts working. And that's how cancer can be cured sometimes in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes. You can do it. Leukemia in 5 minutes. Diabetes. You can put it right in no time. But then you have to continue with it to maintain. It's very simple to create this kind of an atmosphere by which you become really absolutely a healthy person. Then, mental conditions, same. A person who is mentally affected is also affected by the spirits. All the mental cases are affected by spirits. I haven't seen one which is not. If you can remove the spirit, the person can be all right. Today I saw a child who was blind. Suddenly he became blind. His eyes are open, but he can't see. There's no light. There's absolutely a spirit sitting down here. If you can remove the spirit from there, he can see. But the doctors don't believe in it, nor they know how to do it. Psychologists are really absolutely children. They have no sense at all how to penetrate into the mind. They are so outward. I call them unauthorized. They have no authority to deal with the mind of human beings because they do not know how to penetrate into the mind. So we have the patients who are suffering from, say, mental troubles. They can be put right. Your mental problems can be brought round, no doubt about it. You can be cured of your mental troubles. Now, then we have other problems of intellectual problems that you go on thinking too much. People there are, I met a doctor in Switzerland who said, "Mother, you cut my throat or cut my head, but stop thinking." Because we get into the habit of thinking and we are all the time jumping on the cusp of every thought. Now we have to make this thought so tired by some means that they get elongated and there is a space in between. But the other way could be to raise the Kundalini, and the Kundalini takes you into the realm of the present. So neither you live in the past or the future, but you live in the present. Now it's impossible. If I tell you live in the present, you said, "Mother, how to live?" It's impossible. Because as soon as you try to live in the present, a thought from the past comes in or thought of the future comes. But that time you become thoughtlessly aware, there's no thought, and you see everything. If you want to think, you can think, but you can be absolutely peaceful. That bliss, which is described as the divine bliss, starts pouring into you and you become absolutely blissful. With this, you'll be surprised. You become much younger, about 20 years younger. How many people who were even bald-headed cut their hair? Many people who had spectacles, you see, they lost the use of that. All kinds of things have happened. It's so miraculous. Now the highest thing that one has to achieve is the spiritual life. In the West, I must say, men of God are born much more. They are seekers. They are real seekers. Because they have had enough of all this. They have had enough of affluence. They know what is the advantage of affluence. Affluence has taken them nowhere. They have made all kinds of mistakes. Their family are spoiled. All the old people are now lying in the orphanages and all that. They have seen to the end of it. They are fed up of it. The scientists have reached a conclusion that now we are waiting for a shock. That's all. The shock of the science. They are worried now why we have created these big things like atomic things and all these things to go to moon, because they have achieved nothing out of that. Just waiting for the ultimate shock when everybody will be destroyed. And this kind of thing, when it happens, the people are so agitated that they do backwards. How to go back? We have come to the precipice now. We have to fall down. Now, how to save ourselves? So the development is full there. They are much better off in this respect and they want to go back. But in this country, we being Indians, we are doubly blessed. There's a yoga movement. We say, what is the yoga movement? Every Indian, he may be a Freudian or anything, in his heart of heart knows what is wrong, what is right. This is what we are. We may try every trick, but still in our heart of heart we know what is wrong. I say there are two types of sins we commit. In the West, they are committing the sin against the mother. They have no sense of mother. They commit it, and now they are absolutely fed up of it. Here we commit the sin against the father. Father, the God Almighty, is so powerful, He is going to look after us. Krishna has said, Yoga Kshema Vahamyam. You just take to yoga, I'll look after your kshema, is your well-being. But here we are not bothered. We are doing all sort of cheating, all kind of nonsense. For what? For a little gain. If you believe that there is God and you get to your yoga, all your material problems will be solved for practical purposes. You may not become very rich because it's a headache to be a rich person. Very big headache. So you will become a rich person in your heart like a bacha. I can give you my example myself, you see. I don't know, people say I'm born in a rich family, of course, and this according to normal standards, maybe my husband is a rich man, maybe whatever it is. But as far as I am concerned, I don't care for any comforts. I can sleep on the street, I can sleep in the villages, I can take bath on the rivers. I have no problem. I have no problem of any kind, I just don't understand. I have no problems of bathrooms or comfort or bed or anything, because I think I am myself a bacha myself. What can dominate me? There's nothing can dominate me. And I live in that joy of my own being, and I just don't bother. I am not bothered. Nothing can make me subjugate to that or in any way enslave me. No habit. I have no habits. I mean, as such, I don't know how people form habits. I have tried to form habits. I cannot. I just cannot form habits because nothing can overpower. And this is what is going to happen to all of us when we become the spirit. Because spirit is detached, it's not bothered. It is absolutely above everything, like the lotus. It's like the lotus above the dust and the dirt and the filth. It just sees the thing like a drama, and it just watches, and it just emits fragrance. By that fragrance, it clears and cleans all that is dirt and filth, and also it makes it beautiful. It covers the complete pond which is supposed to be so dirty, and ultimately makes it clean. It is that which is to happen to all the human beings. It is for the emancipation for all the human beings. Through Lion Club, if it is to happen, let it happen. We are all great people with great ideals, and the time has come for you to get the special power of enlightenment, which will make even Lion Clubs roar with enlightenment, the joy of happiness that you receive from your spiritual blossoming. May God bless you. I would like to have your questions, and as he has directed, I would like to know what you have to ask.
If there are any questions, please tell me. Here is a small thing. The gentleman said it's quite a long question prepared by his observation. He says, my dear respected Mataji, you have rightly mentioned the significance of unconscious form, which brought with God, and each now being human beings together on the universe created by the same force. My questions are, gradually transforming this force into its subconscious and then to conscious state would do more good to the society? This is the first question. It is for the better sake. In fact, many religions have placed importance on this force. Unfortunately, not in Hindu religion, though some saints like Namdev, Tukaram, they try. In Indian context, a secular state, what method, process you suggest as a fast device, as a good device to bring human beings together for common good? The question is asked by Lion Madhusudan Pandit.
It's a good question. The first one is to bring the unconscious to the conscious. Now, in our evolutionary process, whatever we have achieved in the conscious mind. That means in the central nervous system actually. For example, if you have a dog, the dog can pass through any dirty lane. It doesn't smell any dirt, filth or anything. It doesn't even see the beauty of the place. Whether it's a Dachshund or a big Kooley or some sort of a very pedigree dog. All dogs are absolutely immune to all the dirt and filth. But for a human being, in our central nervous system. So now, whatever has to happen in the evolutionary process follows logically that should happen in our conscious mind. Whatever is in the unconscious has to come to our conscious mind. Now, what is subconscious within us is the one which we have experienced before and has gone into the past. So, for all practical purposes, the past doesn't exist. But if you want to go to the past, you can, but it's dangerous. Because from past, you go to the collective subconscious and it's a very dangerous thing, which area you should not go any further because that's finished for you. The ascent is through the conscious mind, through the present, and that's how the spirit, which is the source of your joy, should start expressing itself or manifesting itself through your conscious mind. So that on your central nervous system, you should feel the existence of spirit. That's one thing. Now the second question is about Tukarama and all those people are that how the secular state of ours and all that is going to work out. Now, again, please.
In fact, many religions have placed importance on this force. Unfortunately, not in Hindu religion, though some saints like Namdev and Tukaram did try. And the Buddha says, in Indian context, a secular state, what method process you suggest as a fast defense or good defense on to bring human beings together for common good?
You see, the religions which are formed outside are all artificial. It has no meaning to real religion. Because Hinduism as such, if you see, Adi Shankaracharya has said, na yogena samkhya. He has just talked about the mother. He just talked about self-realization. He never talked about all these nonsensical things that Hindus are following now. And they think that this is Hinduism. Or if you say any other, say Islam. Islam is same stuff. I mean, everywhere what I find that all these so-called religions are nothing but are the projection of Western interests. There is no reality. For example, the Christians, the Christ has said you have to be born again, so they get a person and baptize him, put some water on his head and he's realized. We say he has become a Brahmin without knowing the Brahma. We just put some sort of a thread round him and we give some money to the Brahmin. He becomes a Brahmin. Same with Jains, with all of them. We are not doing what we are supposed to do, is to seek the truth and become the spirit, as every religion has said. And then, once you become the spirit, then you will be amazed that these all incarnations and all of them are so related to each other that we are just quarreling with each other for nothing. Like Christ has very clearly said that those who are not against me are with me, who are with me. And except for Tukarama or Namadeva or anybody. There was no caste or system or anything. For them, it was just the spirit. Spirit has no caste, no system, no formal sort of a thing. It is beyond all these things. And it is said that the sannyasi has no caste, it has no caste. And always you have seen, all of them have suffered. All of them. Tukarama has suffered so much because they thought he was not a Brahmin, I don't know. But the way he was suffered because of the vested interest. Even Saina, who was recently here, was suffered so much on account that they called him a Muslim. So for a Muslim also there is no caste or formal religion left. You'll be amazed. I went to a place called Daklinia and asked people, what is this place? It's very vibrating. And they said there was one Mia, and he was a sadhu who was a Muslim, and they all worshipped him. I went and saw he was a realized soul, you can see, because the vibrations were coming from him. So whether he is he's a Muslim or a Hindu, born in any whatever way, he is a realized soul, so he is a realized soul. Now, the secular state of ours is the government, I say I have nothing to do. I don't know how to work out through the government. Their ideas of secular state and all that are based on something superficial, because for me, these things do not exist. Now we have got people coming from Algeria. Lots of people are coming from Algeria. They are all Muslims. They are taken to SahajaYoga. They know about Ganesha. They know about Christ, and they know about Muhammad. And many Hindus who are in Pune, who are Brahmins, are now worshipping Muhammad Sahib because they know that Muhammad Sahib exists as Dattatreya himself. But this is to be proved, and they have to see that it is so. It's very surprising that fanaticism has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do. On the contrary, it is an anti-God activity. All kinds of fanaticism is anti-God activity. It causes also cancer. I know one gentleman who came from Iran. He was a doctor and he had stomach problem and he had cancer in his stomach. And when he came, he told me that I don't believe in any other person but Muhammad Sahib. But I said, Muhammad Sahib himself is angry with me because he's Dattatreya. And how can you say that? I said, you have to believe in Dattatreya. He said, I can't believe in Dattatreya or Nanak or anything. I said, all right, I cannot cure you, I'm sorry. He went back for 15 days, he worked very hard, he couldn't get cured. The doctor said he's going to die. His wife came, she said, we'll believe in whatever you say, mother. Then he became a great SahajaYogi. He's cured. He's all right. All these things are outside by him. I'm talking of the inner being. Is there any difference in the body of one human being and another human being? Whether it's a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian? We have made. We human beings have made all these things. It's absurd. God never knows these things. And here too, many Muslims are coming, Parsis are coming, all kinds of people are coming. Now those who are all Western people, they are all followers of Christ. They have come to me. And Christ is very much there within ourselves. But where does he reside? What is his work? Who was he within our mythologies and other mythologies? We have to understand everything, the relationship. It's all the knowledge of the roots, as I said. But to go into the roots, you have to become subtle. It's not Bola Sastra Bhata in Marathi has said, that just talk. It's something that is experienced to be known, that all of them are one. How can they be two and different?
I hope I'm extremely satisfied with Mataji's answer. And I don't think Mataji would like to answer any question regarding any person. But since Prime Minister Gandhi belongs to us and we belong to her, a question regarding Mrs. Gandhi, our Prime Minister, is like this. I don't know why the questioner has not disclosed his name. Our Prime Minister, Mrs. Gandhi, practices yoga.
Is what? What did she do?
She practices yoga. Which variety she is tuning up?
She is what?
Valani, Valany.
Valany.
Valency. What is valency?
I mean, this is something, you see, to say who is the Prime Minister, you don't understand. To me, I don't understand Prime Minister. For you, it's all right. I have no problem with them. To them, they are human beings, as everybody. To you, it's a big thing or small thing. To me, it is not. It doesn't go into my head. See? So, particularly if you are understanding about someone, it may be your own mental projection. But to me, she is a human being. That's all. Nothing more than that.
I think Mataji has spent a lot of precious time with her, and there is one tradition, and quite interesting tradition. May I put it to you, Mataji?
Yes, please.
Could Mataji awaken the Kundalini among the devotees and make us feel the vibration? If it could, with that, then it should be done within 5 to 10 minutes. I think the devotees will be done.
Is it so?
This is a question from devotees.
It's a great question. If so, it should work. Really, that's the thing. Just have it. Why worry about these political things and these things? Already you are having, as soon as you go out, you see them. Inside, at least have yourself. Worry about yourself more now, isn't it? It'll be a good idea. If you think so. All right? Is there any other question? That's all? Should we start? आप लोग की इजाजत है? With your permission only I can do it, because you have freedom, whether you want it or not. You can take out your shoes, because the Mother Earth helps us a lot. We understand Mother Earth, we understand the sky, and we understand the light.
What, do we have to take off our shoes?
Yes, please, if you can. It will be good idea. It will help.
And what about the socks?
Socks? All right.
Do we have to remove the socks?
No, it's all. Socks are all. But taking out shoes helps a little.
It's nice. I feel very nice.
Yes. Because you feel little also relieved, isn't it? And relaxed with it. Also, if you have something tight, you can a little bit relax. This or very tight here, some ties or things, you can just relax it.
Do we have to remove the tie?
No. A little bit relaxed. If you think, if it is uncomfortable, if it is not, it's all right. You see, if it is uncomfortable, otherwise it's all right.
No, I don't mind to remove the tie, Master.
No. What I am saying, if it is uncomfortable, because everything happens within. But if it is uncomfortable, the attention is drawn to it. You see, the spirit has to come in your attention, and there should be nothing that should disturb your attention. That's the simple point. Nothing. Even your spectacles is better to take out, because it might remove your attention. This is the time when you have to pay attention to yourself and to nothing that is outside. It's very simple. Now, as I told you that we have two types of energies within us. One is left side, another is right side. The left side energy is the energy of desire and the right side is of action. So first of all, we have to put the left side towards me. That is, means you are desirous of your realization. Just like this, you have to put your hand towards me. Keep it comfortably on your lap if you want, very comfortably. You should be comfortable, but not slouching or in any way too erect. Just in a comfortable way, and not too much putting back your neck or forward, but just in a comfortable way. You have to sit down with the hand on your left lap, if you like, or on your left side arm. This one. Now the right hand is the action which we have to use. First of all, please put this hand towards me like that. And now close your eyes. Please don't open your eyes. Till I say, please don't open your eyes, because when the Kundalini rises, it goes through this Agya Chakra, which is connected with your eyes, and the eyes have to be little bit sometimes contracted, and even the pupils dilate. So it's better to keep the eyes shut, so the Agya Chakra opens out without any difficulty. Please keep your eyes shut and put your both the hands towards me, just like that, just like that. Now close your eyes. All of you should do it, because with this, at least if not anything, your health will be all right. So put your both the hands towards me, close your eyes. And everybody should close the eyes. That will help everyone. It's a collective happening. If somebody doesn't want to do it, he should go away. But he should not disturb others by obstinacy. That's not a good thing. To be kind and civil to others, everybody should do it. There's nothing wrong. Nothing is going to go wrong with it. And nothing is going to happen to you. It's very, very simple. It will happen to all of us. But you should not be obstinate and uncivil to others. So just put your hands just like that. If you don't want to have, you can go. But if you want to have, just leave just like that. Keep your eyes shut. Now with your right hand, you have to do the action is to put the right hand on your heart. This is a mantra for all the people who suffer from heart trouble or who are working very hard or who are always on the run. Put the hand on the right hand. Right hand on the heart, on the left side. Right hand and the left hand towards me. At this point, you have to say, you have to ask a question to me. Is that, Mother, am I the spirit? Ask the question in your heart. Ask a question, Mother, am I the spirit? Just ask the question. Put your right hand on the heart. Put your left hand towards me. Left hand towards me, please. And right hand on the heart. Should be closer to your heart. Like some people can put it under the coat. Under the coat would be a good idea. But the left hand should be towards me. Now, ask the question, Mother, am I the spirit? Just ask your question. Now the same right hand, you have to put it down on the left hand side of your stomach, inside your coats. Put it, there's a chakra there, so you put it down. The right hand, the left hand should be constantly like that. And now, after putting the hand there, you have to say with great confidence that, Mother, I am my own master. I am my own guru. Just say that. 10 times you have to say, to establish your principle of guru or dharma. Just say, Mother, I am my own guru. Put your left hand towards me. Ten times. Because as I said, there are 10 dharmas within us. To establish that, you have to say, Mother, I am my own guru. Now, please put this right hand up, higher again to the heart. And now, with complete confidence, you say 12 times, Mother, I am the spirit. Say it. It will be established. Just say that. That you are, no doubt. But have confidence in yourself. Please have confidence in yourself. Don't worry about others. Worry about yourself for a change. Now you have to worry about yourself and think about yourself, not to see others, but get it for yourself. Just say, Mother, I am the spirit. Don't feel guilty about anything. Please don't feel guilty. Because this is also another fashion to feel guilty and all the time say, I'm no good, how can I get it, I'm such a bad person. I'm talking to you about God. God who is Almighty. God who is the ocean of love, ocean of forgiveness, ocean of compassion. So before him, what is your guilt after all? So just don't have any guilt within yourself and just say, Mother, I am the Spirit. Don't worry about your guilt and things, please. Thinking about this guilt only you get heart troubles. Many people don't believe in God, all right, doesn't matter. But I am here to prove His existence. So keep yourself open. Keep your mind open. Please say it 12 times. Now put this hand on your forehead, across your forehead. You still are feeling guilty, so please say, I am not guilty. I think that's a better idea before putting the hand there, to say that I am not guilty, I am not guilty, I am not guilty. Now put this hand across your head. It's very simple. It's a commitment. Across your forehead, just to say that I forgive everyone. Just say that. That is how we are raising our Kundalini higher and opening out. Is to say that I forgive everyone. Now many will say that how can I forgive? Actually, logically, we don't do anything when we forgive. When we don't forgive, then we of course harm ourselves and not the others. So just say, I forgive everyone. Just say that.
How many times do we say?
Twice you say, but full heart. With full heart, if you say twice also is sufficient to say, Mother, I forgive everyone, but with your full heart in it. Not any reservations, don't count how many people you have to forgive, but in general you just make a statement saying that I forgive everyone. Now don't feel guilty. That's the trouble with you all. I think you all are feeling guilty for nothing at all. Now, one more thing one has to do, putting this hand there, is to say that if I have made any mistakes, so Lord, please forgive me. But again, I would request you for one thing, is not to feel guilty about it. Just to say that if I have made any mistakes, you forgive me. That's all. But don't feel guilty. Just don't feel guilty at all about this. Say it twice, please. This is a mantra, that's why. Now put this hand on top of your head. Just put it on top of your head. On the fontanel area. And just press it. Here I cannot cross your limits. So I request you to say that I want realization. Mother, I want my self-realization. So please give me my self-realization. Otherwise I cannot cross this limit, so I am requesting you to give me permission. Now, you raise your hand up and see if there's a cool breeze coming out of your head. After saying this for 7 times, that please give me my realization, Mother, please give me my realization 7 times, you raise your hand and see if there's a cool breeze coming out. If your hand is tired, you can change over and see with another hand. See now. If there's a cool breeze coming out. Yeah, some people are getting very much higher. Good. Those who are getting the breeze, please raise your hands. One by one, like a fruit comes up. Good. Good. You become thoughtless now. Put down your hands, please. And then again, you put your hands towards me. Now see, there should be cool breeze coming in your hands also. Now just see if there's a cool breeze coming in your hands. Are they? If you are sick, if there's a problem, then also the Kundalini may not rise. It might be working there. If there's a mental problem, also the Kundalini may not rise. But most of the cases it rises. But to establish it, you have to pay some more attention to it. Now I would suggest that I will teach you how to raise your own Kundalini, so that even if I go away, you can try this, you can take my photograph and work it out, because all of you can do it. It's a very simple thing. And it's a little exercise which I will tell you, so that later on, even when I go away, you can try this. Mr. Mehrotra is here and he's running a center here. He will tell you how to establish it. Now when you are watching me, try to keep your thoughts away. Just try to keep. It's not difficult. Surprisingly, left side catch me. People are very emotional. I think so. Lion Club must be emotional thing. Now, as I said, put this left hand in front of you. And the right hand we have to move. Now, put left hand like this, please, all of you. Just simple. Very simple. Just put your left hand, sit with both the legs straight. Now, just try to move it. Like this, try to move it up on the head. Just put your hands up as much as you can and turn it fast. This with a loose wrist, and now put it down. Again, try again once. It's very simple. Put it up higher and just turn it round and put it down. Again do it. Now this time, 3 times you have to do it, just, and you'll be amazed how you have just your own Kundalini. I don't have to. 2 and 5. Now see yourself. All right? Now how many are feeling fullness in the heart? Raise your hand. And in the head, many were feeling. But in the heart, now keep it for a while. That's it. Are it? आप लोगों की आ रही क्या कुछ चल रहा? हाँ? नहीं आई? अब हर एक को टाइम तो दे नहीं सकते, जरा सा देखना पड़ेगा। आज क्या सबका पकड़ा मेरे को जाने का है? ऐसे आना चाहिए। अभी अगर किसी विलेज में तो 6,000 आदमियों के एकदम हाथ उठ जाते, 6,000 आदमी। उनकी सिंप्लिसिटी होनी चाहिए ना, जरा सिंप्लिसिटी। अब देखिए, ये जब तक नहीं होता, इसका कोई फॉल्स सर्टिफिकेट नहीं होता। शुरू हुआ तो बड़ी सूक्ष्म चीज है, सूक्ष्म, इट्स सूक्ष्म। हाथ में मुश्किल से आ रही है। आप लोगों के आ रही है? आप क्या आ रही है? मेरा बाकी सबकी तो देखिए। He came as a patient today. Imagine, and today he's become such a great surgeon. Yes, you see, just what? He's established himself. I'm getting it. All right. Some people will get it, I'm sure. All right, in the name of lion, let's see. Lion is the Vahana, is one of the conveyors of the Devi. See, the one who is the power. Let's see. In the name of the lion, you must get it. It's surprising that you use the symbols which are so divine. Lion is such a divine symbol, absolutely divine. See, to kill all the devils, she used the lion. It's such a divine symbol you have used, rotary. Now Rotarians also is nothing but a chakra, you see. Such a divine symbol you have used. Now? All right. All right. Working out? Right. All right, good. Some people, I don't think you got it, sir. No, you didn't get it. I'm sorry. All right. May God bless. Thank you.